Um, what is your current job title, and how long have you been
Account.
in this role?
Right now, I'm an accountant, level two,
Mm.
and I've been working at this company for almost 2 years.
Okay. What degree and training do you have in this profession?
I have a bachelor degree in business administration with a concentration in accounting.
And how long did it take you to complete your degree?
At the time, I was working full time for a bank, so I decided to do my first 2 years as a full time at school and at work, and then I did a part time at school and a full time at work. So it took me about, because I didn't know the language either, so
Yeah.
it took me 2 years or so for to learn the language, and then um, actually another, well, yeah, like 6 years, so a total of 8 years if you put everything together.
Okay. Um, how did you land this position?
The current position,
Yes.
I went on, I believe it was Indeed.com. So, and I posted my resume in there. Then I was contacted by one of those agencies that find jobs for you. So I went to an interview with them. They, they fill out all the paperwork that they need, and then they help you out with those. So they were the one who connected me with this company now.
Mm-hmm. Um, what do you enjoy most about your job, and what do you least like about your job?
Uh, what I like the most about my job is that I have the flexibility to
Yeah.
be with my family every single day. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to work extensive hours. I don't have to work from like, say, 8 to like 8 o'clock at night. So at least not on an everyday basis. That's the one thing I like, the flexibility of it, the work-life balance, if you will. What I don't like about my situation with work is that I don't really work with accounting per se. Like I don't work with financial statements. I don't work auditing anything. I don't work creating. Well, I do create some journal entries, but nothing extensive. So at times I think about, well, I went to school and I spent all this time trying to get this degree, but that's not really what I'm doing. Even though it will help you once you have an accounting degree because you can go to different, different positions in a company, especially if you have like, accounting and finance, because most of my experience is in finance, even though I do have an accounting degree.
Um, what what advice do you have for students who are interested in pursuing this career?
Uh, Make sure you keep an open mind. Make sure that you understand that even though you're studying accounting or you're studying finance or marketing or any of those uh, uh, careers, you need to always keep an open mind that you might need to go something a little different. So you cannot just think that because you have an accounting degree, you have to work in accounting.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you find better opportunities. What accounting does give you is that most people don't like accounting because they think you're going to be working with numbers all the time, or they think you're going to have to like know a lot of math, and that's not true. You don't need to know a lot of math. You need to know a lot of planning, and you need to know a lot of understanding, and forget a little bit about the logic of things, because accounting doesn't follow logic many
Mm-hmm.
times.
Mm-hmm.
So they follow rules that have been already been set by the general accounting rules. So you might need to just keep your mind open, and be able to be flexible.
Okay, what was the most important class you think for
The most
getting
important one,
like class or subject I should study?
the most important subject
Yeah.
in accounting.
Yeah. Yeah.
The most important subject in accounting, I think at the beginning you need to like know a little bit about following processes, like following, because you're gonna most people when they come out of school, the first job that they go into when it comes to accounting is auditing. So when it comes to audit, you need to be able to understand processes and try to find cracks in that process, and try to find risks in that process. So the most important, once you understand that and you can understand processes and find flaws and find cracks and stuff like that, then everything else gets a little bit easier, because then you always, every time you see anything, you're always looking for better ways to improve it. You're looking for how you can protect yourself against risks and stuff like that. So I think the most important thing would probably be developing an audit mind.
Okay, yeah. And how far should I take my education? Like, how's the competition?
Well, that's a good one, because at times you might need to go as far as getting your master's degree.
Yes, yeah.
In the past, for what I hear, even before I was born, you only needed like a high school diploma, and you'd probably be doing great. But as things are advancing and technology is taking over and stuff like that, things are getting a little more complicated, and things, and they are replacing a lot of the repetitive work. So they need someone now where they have more of an analytical mind. At one point they might have automated journal entries or something like that. So they don't need an accountant to be coming up with journal entries anymore. But what they never be able to, I want to say never, but what they always will need is people that analyze data. So, and to get these analysis, and things are more complicated, you might need to get a higher education. So I would say at least you should follow your career all the way to a master's degree. Your school life, all the way to a master's degree, and then from there you just can stop and kind of look back and see, okay, I got my master's, at least I got, let's just call it the minimum to at least compete in the workplace. And then from there you take it, okay, I want to continue going, I want to become, the CFO of this company. So then at that point, then you're going to have to go a little more, but you don't have to like really go crazy, because most people in companies, they also look at your experience. How do you get to where you are? Your school work and what you do is going to give you the starting point to how to get into companies, but your ethics and your how you work hard and every day and kind of bring value to the company, that's what's really gonna make you go to higher levels within the company.
Okay, thank you. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, have a good day, man.